I just lost my job for making TikToks at work, is what I would say if I lost my job for making TikToks at work. Please stick around, because we're talking about several people that did lose their jobs for making TikToks. Don't click off the video. There's been a sort of renaissance of content creation taking place over the past 5 to 10 years or so. Much like the guy that liked underage kids that made the art, it's people making TikToks both outside and inside of their jobs. And recently I've been getting a lot of videos of people complaining for being fired for it.
Oh my god.
I actually really feel badly.
I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it.
Hi, my name is Caleb, and if you can't tell by the decorations around me and my attire, Columbus Day's coming up, baby. And then like half a month later is Halloween, I guess. And to kick off spooky month, we're talking about something terrifying. Jobs and having a job. And yeah, maybe I'm doing that TikToker thing / Danny Gonzalez thing where I put the microphone on a random object to make people comment about it. Can you imagine if I put the mic too close to my mouth? Also, a little side note, I uploaded my first video onto this channel on October 20th of last year, and I've effectively gained 1,000 subscribers since then, so I appreciate that. So I've been getting a lot of people on my TikTok feed that have been complaining about having lost their job from making TikToks, not only just at that job, but some of these people don't even make TikToks at the job, just outside of it for fun, and they've been told to take those videos down, they can keep their jobs, and then they don't. The first person in question being, the yelling guy.
Fuck! I got fired for posting on social media, bro. So ever since I started posting on social media, OD people in my office have been that I am creating an unsafe and uncomfortable environment to work in.
Well, you fucking gluttonous bitches, you make it uncomfortable for me to fucking breathe.
Oh my god! But I digress. HR then told me to stop posting on social media, which I said I would stop.
But did I? Fuck no!
So, you can get the idea of what this guy's content is. This guy definitely loves himself some iShowSpeed and Kai Cenat, but that aside, if you didn't notice, he was told to stop posting on social media and agreed to do so, and is now angry. No! I didn't want it to table that hard. The consequences of my actions. I'm steamed. I'm steaming right now. I need to go for a walk. It's just so stupid where they said, take them down. You have a chance and we'll keep you employed. And he just doesn't. Or at least make a new account or something. I don't know, but whatever. That aside, he doesn't go into specifics as to what his job actually was. I looked across his whole page and read all the titles of every TikTok and watched like maybe 15 of them. There are a lot, and they're all him yelling, by the way. But he never specifies as to what this job is, and granted, he never makes TikToks in the workplace, but what he is referring to is another TikTok that he made that I think he since took down because I can't find it anywhere, and he's telling a story about something that happened at work, which he references in this TikTok, which I'll play in a second, but he also airs out all of his dirty laundry with like several coworkers, and body shames one for some reason.
I'm gonna air this bitch out!
Vivian, do you know why the office stopped buying donuts in the mornings? They stopped buying donuts because your big ass
Would eat them before fucking lunch!
That's one. Francine, you know, when your husband actually came to the office, him and I actually had a conversation, and he told me what a handful you are.
Now I understand why you guys got a divorce.
Also, another thing, this is something you're gonna see across a few of these videos where it'll be someone like this who has dirt on somebody, and instead of telling the people that he probably should have told in that situation, instead he just saved it for ammunition and is now unloading it. It's pretty heavily giving XQC during that one thing that happened, if you know. The Mizkif thing from like 3 years ago.
I read the report, Hassan, and I know what you said. You know who I met in the office hall, Hassan? I met Elisa. Oh, yes, I did. Who's Elisa? Elisa
Is Hassan's wife!
And do you know what Elisa said to me? She said, I can't believe how big a human can get. Look at those fucking arms.
And do I blame her, Hassan?
No, because you are 5'5" and 125 fucking pounds. But did you know that Elisa invited me over for dinner? Well, Elisa!
This is my RSVP.
Also, this is just completely unrelated, but something that made me die laughing earlier was I scrolled on his page and Every video is him yelling to the point where I don't know why I found it so funny. I'm gonna do that for you right now.
No! No, bro! No! This!
I really hope I didn't just silently do that, and I hope someone laughed at that, because that's so fucking funny to me. Final words for that guy, because I almost moved on without actually giving, like, any thoughts for it at all. I understand how difficult it can be while trying to make content as well as work a full-time job and want to keep the two separate, especially on TikTok. I've tried to advertise my channel on TikTok a few times, and it always gets pushed to the people you know, which sucks. Even if you turn off your location, or I've tested this, upload from a device that's never had a location attached to it. It has never had a TikTok signed in from even your local area. It's like a new TikTok account. It still finds its way in the For You page of people around you, even if you only ever watch Good Mythical Morning clips. That's just how it works out. However, it doesn't help when your content is all yelling about short people or Latina baddies.
Oh my...
However, I don't think it was just the content creation in general that did it. I think it was posting content like complaining about woman drivers.
This morning, coming to the gym for my morning cardio. I'm behaving myself. I'm going 60 and a 20. This fucking
Line!
60 and a 20? You are most certainly not behaving yourself, young man. What the fuck? A combination of that and being a representative of the company you work for doesn't look that good.
your future love.
Is getting cracked right now.
I mean,
Hey, that's not nice. I'd fire you too. Also, that's not even true because I have her safely locked up. Now, well, I thought that was a really interesting one. That wasn't even the reason I wanted to make this video. It was the next lady. And this happened quite a bit ago. I hope you haven't already heard about it, but this one I found directly from my chronically online girlfriend who really helped with this part of the video. I wouldn't have known otherwise because my screen time on TikTok isn't nearly half the milestone she has. Her name is Bri, like the cheese. She actually has 150,000 followers on TikTok. While I know a follower on TikTok means much less than a subscriber on YouTube, I feel like that's still enough followers to try to get some source of money out of it. I don't know. So just for context on this one, she doesn't post a full TikTok about what happened. She just does like a vlog style video, and at the end, she gets fired from her job. So that's the portion I'm gonna play first.
Morning, everyone. A little bit darker, but it's perfect because once this like mixed together. Oh my god. I actually really
Love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it.
That's all she says about it until the next TikTok where she says what allegedly happened.
Away. You know, the airport, they have a ton of security. They have a ton of things in place to make sure that everybody is safe. Tons of people that are like filming in and out of the airport all the time. Our badges, we wear them publicly and around passengers and customers all the time. Like, so they themselves was like, no, you don't need to take the video down. Like, obviously, like you violated, you know, social media policies like within our company. But there is no like safety risk or anything like that to where you need to worry about like getting in trouble with the law or...
So it both was the fact that she was making content and wasn't the fact that she was making content that could be a security risk. And the security risk in question I'm going to show you. I want you to guess what might be what you could or could not do in this situation. Oh yeah, for context, by the way, she works in a makeup store inside of an airport, so she goes through all these different procedures with TSA and stuff like that. But anyways... Okay, did you see what not to do in this scenario? For starters, showing the pin as to how to get in the drawer. Now, I know there's probably more of a security system than that, and simply typing in a pin isn't that simple, but she showed the entire layout of the building. She showed how to get to the drawer, in the drawer, how to get to the money.
But there is no like safety risk.
Not only does she do all of this, and this is a really small niche thing that I haven't seen anyone talk about, but she shows the key and how to get in. And I'm not like the smartest person like that, but I'm almost certain with 3D printing technology, like there are some really smart minds out there that could probably get the prongs right on the key to get in if you give us a good look at it like that. Editing Caleb here, and yes, you can do that. According to the research I did, is it easier said than done? Absolutely. However, it can still happen, and it still is technically a security breach. And it's also worth noting that in me looking into this in attempts to not look stupid, in this newer age of technology, a lot of keys also have microchips that pair them with a specific lock. The only comparison that I could draw for this is like those cat collars that unlock a specific door to open their bowl of food when one cat's being a fat ass and wants to steal the other cat's food. In other words, a lock and key combination that are microchipped would just deem any old 3D printed key with the correct prong shape and everything useless because it needs the microchip to work too. And also, side note, if it's a microchipped key and lock, why not just cut out the middleman and save me from looking stupid trying to unlock my door and the key gets stuck in the lock 87 times? Give me like a key card that I can just hold up to the lock if they're already microchipped. What the hell? Anyways, this has become way too much of a tangent. Back to the regularly scheduled video. There that could probably get the prongs right on the key to get in if you give us a good look at it like that. Same thing with those numbers. I'm not thinking about what numbers you're putting in there. Frankly, the quality's really bad and so is my eyesight, and I'm not putting any more effort to look closer than this. But I mean, someone who's really determined, like that one guy that's insanely good at GeoGuessr, I don't trust him not to do this. That's a joke. Don't look at the architecture of my apartment and come for me. It would be one thing if this was like one video, but she would do these get ready with me's showing the exact same day, like all of the time, and show like the layout and stuff. Like you could sit there and have an AI look at all this probably. Again, someone smarter than me. I don't know how to even do any of that. And like map out this building and her whole route and stuff like that. Like it's 2025. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 technology is now. In her video though, she was like really good about the feedback and like didn't like complain. She kind of did a little bit of like pushing the guilt off herself and said, oh, it was just the content. There was no security breach. There was no security breach because they're changing the locks and the pin to the safe now. There definitely was one, and that's definitely why they let her go. She did admit to just feeling stupid and making a dumb mistake. I think that's good. I can't say the same for the next person I'm gonna talk about. Mind you, this is a re-upload from somebody else because I can't find the original one or the guy's TikTok account at all. I've tried. I found the video right next to the one where the guy is offering no commentary and just silently watching along.
Before I got hired. More importantly,
not all heroes wear capes. I needed to see this guy do a little pump to the TikTok he's watching.
I lose my job for a silly fictional video I posted to the internet, which by the way, the video was not real. Purely fictional, 100% made up, and it was fun.
It was fun. I had a fun time lying on the video. Jeez. Number one, spreading misinformation on the internet. Let's not do that if we're aware we're doing it, although it's probably fun. There's enough misinformation out there as it is. He didn't say it was like a parody. He just said it was a lie of a video. And I don't know what the video is, by the way. This is a re-upload from somebody else, so I don't know. I can't find the original video that this guy posted because this is on an account that's re-uploading it, and it doesn't even fit on the account. They post like religion content and like Joe Biden stuff.
After the debate, we ran a poll, and every single person we polled thinks that you're a retard. We polled.
This is the same account that posts God stuff. You can't use that word. You're Christian.
I just got fired for spreading misinformation on the internet. So how about I spread some information about my manager, Allison? How would your boyfriend, Wyatt, like to know that you've been hooking up with the stalking manager, Alex, since before I got hired? More importantly, how would the higher-ups like to know about the initiation parties you both throw for the young, attractive new recruits? You best believe I have every receipt necessary, and as soon as I'm finished recording this, I'm sending them straight to your boyfriend.
Also, Allison, you suck, but this guy sucks almost as bad as Allison because he just saved it for ammunition, and apparently he's working with, like, he didn't specify the ages of anybody, but it sounds to me like he's hinting at working with pedophiles at his Walmart. I don't want YouTube to flag it. Didn't tell anybody at the time, but just saved it for ammunition and is now cashing it in that he's gotten fired. Dude, you suck. You probably needed to get fired. A lot of people are like, well, they're not commenting on this particular one, but back to this guy. People in this comment section are cheering this guy on with the occasional sexist comment. We need more brothers like this. Female logic. not good. Okay. I don't know what the situation is, but looking from the outside in at him, he probably deserved to get fired, and it sounds like these people deserve to be fired too. Final thoughts, yet again, posting content and maintaining a personal life or professional life where you're trying to get money to then probably work more on your content if that's something you want to do, or maybe you just enjoy posting on social media and you're not trying to leave the 9 to 5 necessarily, but you still like posting and having an internet presence. That's perfectly fine, but it's really difficult to draw the line between your company and your own content. But if they tell you to take your content down, or if you are at a job where you are in any way a representation of that company and your content gets found and you're recognized, employers aren't going to like that. So you just need to be mindful of the content that you make. Like the content I make, I say some crude things, but I try to keep it relatively not crazy, because if your job finds the content you make and you're talking about women drivers, it's not going to be good, and you can't be surprised when your job has a problem with the content that you make and tell you to take it down. You need to be smart about how you do it, I think. But that's all for me. Happy Columbus Day if you're racist, because I don't think we like him anymore, I think. Celebrated by many as a hero for discovering the Americas, he is now widely seen as a symbol of colonialism and oppression due to his brutal actions, including enslavement and murder of indigenous peoples. Fuck Chris. Goodbye.